Hey, good Thursday afternoon, folks. I'm meteorologist Tim Pandajis. We're closing in on that PM commute ride home from work and school. I want to let you know of some storms that are already popping up well west of downtown. I really think for the next few hours, right up through sunset, that will be the concern, west and northwest of downtown Houston. You see they're spotty in nature, and they're not strong or severe at the moment. Some are just starting to produce some lightning just north of Sealy, drifting north towards Monaville and Hempstead, eventually approaching the 290 corridor. And notice this is just the last hour. They are expanding in coverage here as we go through the daytime peak of the daytime heating. This is even well west of Katy at the current time as well. Now, well to the north and west as we get closer to Dallas, here is our trigger, our cold front. You can see the convergence of winds coming in from the north and coming in from the south, and we've got a sustained squall line, or really discrete cells along that line that are trying to congeal into more of a defined squall line over the next few hours or so. But really, it's this cell over just to the south of Hamilton right now, well west of I-35, that's been the big producer in terms of hail over the last couple of hours. 2-hour hail track on this shows that radar indications are up to baseball or grapefruit-sized hail. Now, take that with a grain of salt. This is radar estimates. It doesn't account for melting from the cloud base down to surface, so likely not getting grapefruit-sized hail, but certainly tennis ball size, maybe baseball size hail in that as it crossed over 281 and still producing hail now to the south and southeast of Hamilton. So we'll see how that goes. That's not heading in our direction. It is pretty much moving due east, so it will avoid southeast Texas. And for now, we're not under any watches or warnings. Severe thunderstorm watch has been issued, though, for well to the north and west. This is until 9 p.m., and it is likely that we see this get extended down to maybe the I-10 corridor into this evening and spanning into the overnight hours, as that's when we expect our action to really pick up. So here's future track. This is one of the short-term models that's really initializing better of all of the others. So we're going to go with this one here and show you this one right now. We've got the spotty shower and storm activity out there right now, a little bit overdone for what's currently going on in Harris County. There's nothing on radar there now. But by 6 p.m., we've got a little bit of a line developing here, again, well northwest of downtown. Most of that lifts and steers clear of Harris. There could be a stray shower that moves through Houston right around sunset or just after, likely non-severe in nature. And then we get a little bit of a lull for the first few hours of the overnight. We approach midnight, and notice what's developing here off to the west-northwest. We've got a complex cluster of thunderstorms developing here, and as they roll through, they have a signal here that they'll be bowing, and that's a signal to us that there's going to be some very gusty winds, and that is our number one priority threat here, gusty, damaging winds. On top of that, there could be some larger hail in some of the strongest of the cells. So here we are at 2 a.m. By 3, 4, 5 o'clock a.m., well before sunrise, that whole line has pushed east-southeast and offshore and will be gone by the time you wake up on Friday morning. The severe threat overnight tonight has been upgraded since yesterday. It's a level 2 threat for the entire area. It goes from level 1, lowest threat, to level 5, the highest. So we're just a tick higher than what the lowest threat would be. So it's not 0, but we are concerned with damaging winds and the large hail. Tornado threat is low, but it is not 0. Street flooding still a minor concern, but since they'll be moving at such a good clip, we don't expect the widespread street flooding to be a problem. Of course, the areas that normally see nuisance flooding because it's overwhelming of the drainage basins likely still will see that with 1 to 2 inch an hour rainfall rates in some of the cells, but again, they'll be moving pretty progressively. How much rain overall? So this is from now right through tomorrow evening at 9 o'clock. So we've got some areas, and the heaviest of the downpours, 2, 3, maybe localized areas getting up to 4 inches of rain. Again, it will be determined by where the heaviest downpour is set up and where that squall line is the strongest. So your weekend forecast, Saturday will actually be a really nice day once this clears. Beautiful, lower humidity, temperatures in the upper 70s, and we'll have a breeze out of the north. However, on Sunday, showers look to re-enter the forecast, and we'll see those numbers down in the low to mid 70s for daytime highs, and that unsettled pattern looks to spill over into next week. We'll have an updated forecast for you, updated 7-day, and an updated radar check too on the 411 with Kim Castro, and then I'll see you again at 5, 6, and 10 tonight, and we'll continue tracking those storms all night long.